This is your first time full-time judge, Australia's next top model.
Correct. Yes, full-time judge, which has been a great experience. Has its ups and downs, though. It's used a lot of fun times on the show, but there's a lot of times where, you know, there's some sad moments, especially when girls get sent home. That's never
Well, that's
fun
where I was going to go with that. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, so, I mean, there's so many different types of judges, aren't there? There's the nice one, there's the mean one. If you put it down simple, which one are you?
We don't really have that
No?
on the show. I think Alex Perry's made a bit of a name of himself in the past being bad judge, but even he's quite soft this season. I'm just honest judge.
I think that's what you need, isn't it?
Honest and, you know, hopefully helpful judge as well. And, you know, sometimes I say things that might be not what they want to hear, but it's not to be mean. I think it's just to try and help them. You know, we don't have much time with these girls, and we've got to try and fast track their career in the space of 10 weeks. So, and some of them even less. So you've just got to do what you can to try and help guide them as quickly as possible.
So you give them advice during the actual competition. After, do you stay in contact with any of them and help them out?
Yeah, some of them I have said, look, you know, if you need help navigating through this, because it's a bit of a tricky industry, reach out. And we always say to them, and I've sort of, now that I'm sort of didn't know initially where, you know, their profiles on social media, so I'm following quite a few of them now. But like I had one pop up in my feed the other day. I was like, oh, there she is. I'll follow her. And it's because I just want to sort of keep an eye on them and see how they're going. And especially now that the show's about to air, I think their lives, you know, will change. They'll be exposed to the public now. So, yeah.
100%. They're so young, some of these. I was looking through the ages, like just the year. I saw 99, one born in 99.
I know.
I'm like, that can't be right. 99, surely not.
I know. That's crazy.
Isn't
it?
Like 1999. I'm like, what was I doing in 1999? They were not even alive yet. They were getting born.
I know. It's crazy. Some of them, you know, are quite young, but they've got really good heads on their shoulders. You know,
that's what you want.
Quite mature for their age. There's one girl, her name's Sabine. She's 17. And she is such an old soul. Like, she's just so mature and so switched on, and just takes everything in her stride, you know. And then you can get some that are a little bit older but are much flightier as well. You know, it's just everyone's got such different personalities. It's quite amazing to watch them all and interact as different characters as well. So.
Absolutely. One person I'm going to keep my eye on is Laura from WA.
Yes.
Only one from
Flying
WA,
the
right?
flag. I know.
I was like, I didn't misread that.
You just
Only
need
one.
one.
So you're going to give her a little bit of a little special treatment and stuff?
No,
or?
I can't.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
No, that'd be horrible. I think people would be an outrage if I did that. No, obviously, yeah, it's great to see someone from Perth there, you know, representing the state. But, you know, you obviously hope they do well, but you can't give special treatment.
You can, but no, if you say you can't,
it'd be frowned upon.
I definitely think that.
And you wouldn't want her thinking I only got to a certain point because of favouritism.
Oh, I think once you get past that point, then it's all on your own. But you just need to get past it. You know, what can we expect from the season? It looks like it's going to be massive. I mean, some big names throughout the whole thing.
Big names, yeah. Episode 2, we've got the lovely Elle McPherson, who is lovely, graced us with her presence, which I thought was a big coup to get her on the show. Gemma Ward, who's also from Perth, she makes an appearance, and Miranda Kerr as well. Yeah. So we've got some great international models that have, you know, global models that have come onto the show, but also we've got quite a few appearances from girls who have previously been on the show as well.
Oh, that's good.
Which I think is fantastic and I think the girls were quite blown away by that, because those are the girls that were literally in their position. You know, that can really understand, you know, not just starting out in modelling, but starting out in this way on a reality show and... So they got a big kick out of that. Do
you think this is a really good way for models to get their start, is through this reality show? Or do you kind of go like, yeah, it's for some, maybe not for all?
It's definitely not for all. I think it's definitely got pros by doing it that way. You get a lot of exposure to, you know, the industry and designers and different brands. You know, there's some girls that might not have won, but they're, you know, working solidly because they were, you know, put on the radar because of the show. But at the same time, you know, there's a lot of pressure that comes from being on a show like this. So I think you have to, you know, have a really good headspace if you're going to attempt it.
Yeah, so getting slingshot into stardoms. Yeah, everyone takes it different ways. Just look at Justin Bieber.
Well, yes, it can end in all sorts of ways. So.
Absolutely. Now, I spoke to a bunch of people. I said, Megan Gale's coming on. It's going to be huge. And they're like so excited. And some of them have said, look, I potentially want to be a model one day. Can I give you a headshot? And, you can give an opinion on it. So in that envelope in front of you, I have a headshot.
Before I even look at these, it's really hard because I was saying to someone earlier, people just think because someone's told them that they can be a model.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
That it can just, I'm sure this is probably a gag that you want me to partake in.
What?
Knowing that I'm on radio and a gag is often present. But, yeah, I just while we're talking about that, though, there are a lot of people, mums sometimes go, oh, my daughter's really pretty and she's tall. Like everyone says she should be a model. It's like, but that's not.
It's not just what it is. No,
it's not.
And it's not just an Instagram filter either.
No, or not just like tall tick, pretty tick. Yep. Okay, off you go and be a model. There's so much more that goes into it than that.
Well, I think you'll like this one.
But with that said, let's open the envelope.
You said tall tick, pretty tick. These are some great ones. These are yeah. I think I've nailed it. I'm feeling quietly confident with these ones.
I'm calling this. I mean, there's echoes of early Calvin Klein.
Oh, thank you.
Campaigns, with the wet, with the there's that beachy look.
Yep.
Sultry.
Oh.
There's a lot of magnetism.
Oh, why didn't my wife say any of these?
That is, I mean, it's straight down the lens.
Yep, I was going for that.
Just eyeballing the camera.
Yep.
There's no.
I was just making sure they weren't going to run away. Mainly, that was my.
No, and you're dead inside. Like you've lined up well in front of frame. Like, I mean, some of the girls. I mean, I could have been like, see,
yep.
This. Going on to the second shot now. Look, there's definitely an emotive presence there. There's a lot of energy and power that you're embracing. And it's good to show an array of emotions. I feel like it's a very powerful shot, very introspective.
Yep.
And yeah, look, and it's marrying well. Like I'm seeing a bit of a series.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. The Allen collection,
Yes, which is great. Like if there's an editorial, you want to tell a story.
Of course.
And I feel like there's a story being told. I'm not sure what the story is yet, but I feel like I'm being told a story. And then we move on to the last chapter, and I'm sensing that there's a bit of self-discovery and
that maybe that's what it was. Yeah, definitely acceptance
with oneself and a confidence, a quiet confidence.
I think what happened there, I'd actually dropped my keys, actually.
Right.
I think that's what that one was. Yeah, that was like, that was my keys.
One of those electronic keys.
Yeah, you can tell with my other hand. I'm like going, oh no.
Now I need to pay $300 to get a new set of keys.
Well, excellent. Thanks so much for your time.
You've done well.
Thank you.
And I mean, is this your first shoot? Are you just venturing into the industry?
I'm not going to say I'm a professional yet, but I mean,
But it's a good test shot. I mean, it's good for the folio.
Yep, cool.
And we'll get some cards made up.
Perfect.
And we'll just send you off to a few clients and we'll see how you go.
Excellent.
That's very good
Thank
for
you
a
very
first try.
much.